coming back at you with another Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree build. This time I wanted to focus on flame spells and the Fire Knight's Greatsword. It's got pretty good damage, pretty good faith scaling, and a lot of fire damage going on the sword. I've slapped the Flame Spear, Ash of War on it. Looking at the sword's moveset, it is a colossal sword, and it's got these nice diagonal slashes, the R1 attacks. When you press RT, you get a stab that is then followed up by an overhand slash. It's got the classic greatsword poke coming off of a crouch or a roll. Showing you that Ash of War, that is the Flame Spear, and it then coats the sword in fire. I do believe that would make the fire damage go up a little bit. But looking at some of our other gear, I have the Fire Knight seal, because I have a couple of the Messmer's Flame incantations equipped. I've got the Fire Knight helm, which actually has some interesting stat boosts here. Slightly increases max HP, stamina, and equip load. So never say no to extra HP, stamina, and equip load. Got the Fire Knight armor. And then to increase poise a little bit, I went with some other pieces, like the Fire Prelate gauntlets. And then I put on Gaius's Greaves. I felt like they went pretty good with the look. Everything being a little bit red here. I feel like it's a pretty good fashion souls I got going on. And another good option that I was thinking of is putting a magma blade on for a kind of a secondary weapon. That way if anybody closes the distance on me, I can whip out the Magma Blade's Ash of War. Let's look at some of the spells that we got equipped. So I've got the bread and butter buffs here, Golden Vow and Flame Grant Me Strength. Flame Grant Me Strength is going to be pretty powerful in this build with all the fire spells I've got going on. Got Giant's Flame Take Thee. That is a staple Pyromancer spell. I love this spell very much. It has a pretty big AoE, big damage. It's good in a lot of different situations. And then a couple of the newer spells I got are the Fire Serpent and Messmer's Orb. This one is going to be good for keeping the pressure on, keeping somebody running around, keeping them rolling, while I try and make a opening for a hit with the Fire Knight Greatsword. Messmer's Orb does pretty good damage. You kind of are taking a big risk when you go in with this one, since you kind of face plant right in front of your enemy for a second. But we will see if we can get any use out of this. Other than that, I've got Flame Fall Upon Them. It's a pretty good crowd control spell. And then old reliable over here, we got Catch Flame. Very good spammable close range fire damage. For the mixed physic, we've got the Flame Shrouding Cracked Tear for fire damage, and the Cerulean Hidden Tear for some free FP consumption. Alright, let's go test this out against some normal enemies, and then we will take this into a couple of PvP matches and see how it fares there. Okay. So Messmer's Orb there got interrupted. It's unfortunate. heavy attacks. Pretty decent damage there. Real quick, let's check this damage. Yeah, so 312 plus 279, and then when I toss a fire spear out there, that damage on the fire stat goes up. Alright. Let's toss this build into some PvP matches and see how it goes. Before I get into the PvP, let me go over the stats. Don't need to be as high level as this. I'm over leveled for sure. Things I would make a note of are get vigor to 60, then split stats between strength and faith. Although the Fire Knight's Greatsword mostly just scales with faith, although you do need to have 22 strength in order to wield it. The Magma Blade, if you want to use that as a secondary, is mostly a strength faith scaling. You need to have a decent amount of faith to equip the Fire Knight seal. What I would suggest is to get vigor to 60, evenly level strength and faith for a while. You can forget about intelligence and arcane for this particular build, and then pour the rest of the points into endurance and mind after you've met all the requirements. Alright, excellent. And one thing I've realized I forgot to go over, talismans, very important. So right now I have Shard of Alexander equipped to boost that Ash of War power, Radagon Icon for my incantations, Flock's Canvas Talisman, also for the incantations, so casting faster, doing more damage, always a good thing, and Urtree's Favor +2. Alright, let's see who we got. Ravioli. Give me the Formioli. Ready? It's like to pop one of those out there, see how they react. Not well. Okay, connection issues? Maybe. Just kind of seemed like he gave up there. That's okay. We'll try another one. Oh, he's got Commander Gaius's armor on. Interesting. Gotta remember to be polite. Surprised that didn't hit him. Let's see if we can land this. Nope. Fire Serpent do a 180? Swear that just hit him from behind. Oh! Moonveil. Excellent. Let's get this going. Keep it moving. That is a scary spell to be on the receiving end of. Let me just say. Don't think he was expecting to switch the magma blade. Overall, pretty fun build. I like Pyromancers. It's one of my classic builds in Souls games. And switching between the spells, the Fire Knight Greatsword, and the Magma Blade makes for a pretty interesting experience. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more. Thanks.